Actually, guys, because of some reasons, my previous live stream got disconnected. I'm really very sorry for the problem which is actually faced by you all. So yeah, I did start up a new live stream right away. So yeah, please you could go and wherever you just shared up your groups or whatever your friends were there who were attending the ones. If you are attending this live stream, so yeah, you could please inform them about the new live stream which I did start it out right away. Okay. Great. So I'm really very sorry, guys. Really very sorry, because I was telling in the starting that today we are having a Wi-Fi problem. We are having some problem with the net today at my area, and because of that only this everything is messed up. So I'm really very sorry for that. Okay, so whatever your friends were attending this live stream, please you could just go and inform them about that. Yes, live stream is actually started and we can now get back and proceed with our things which at whatever the point we just left it out. Okay, I would wait for next 5 minutes for not 5 minutes, that will be a long time, but yeah, I could wait for next 3 to 4 minutes. If you could just inform the rest of the people for joining in, so that would good, that would be actually working about. Okay, great. I would start it out, and yeah, let's move forward with the things that we were actually dealing about. Okay, fine, pretty fine, guys. So what I would do is that I really have to, now I did meet up the entry box for myself, like what are the entry box we were having, I did have made that about, right? Now what's needed of actually here, so the need which we are having is that I have to write up word underscore one dot, and then I have to place this out. Okay, and as soon as I place this about, what do I have to do? I simply have to give up some values at this particular place, right? So I have to give up some values, so I'll be writing of RELX values, so that's 0.185, comma, I have to give up some RELY value, that would be somewhat 0.70, comma, I have to give real width, okay, width, okay, so width will be, let's say, somewhat 0.63, comma, and I'll be having the real height, so HEIGHT, and that will be 0.082. Okay, great. So I hope that you have joined in right here, and further whatever the things we were like actually having, so like here. Okay, that's, I guess some of you have joined up here to live stream, and I request if you are having your friends which were as well attending up this live stream, so yeah, please you could just let them know that the live stream has again started, but the link is quite different, so you could just let them know. And yeah, I was just telling that because of Wi-Fi we were having a problem, and that's so occurred up today only. Okay, Ritesh, good to have you back here. And what is FG? Ritesh, FG means foreground. FG means your foreground, that is your font color which you are having up and which you have to actually put up here. FG is your foreground, that's your font color, like what sort of font color you want to put about and all and every respective things. Okay, so that's FG. Okay, great. Let me now proceed on, and that's done. Now this word has been actually made up. Now what will I actually do up here is that I will be making up a button for me. Okay, I'll be making up a button. So it's button. Okay, Asifa, good to have you back. Good to have you back here. So this we are having up the button. I'll be making a button underscore one. Okay, Ritesh. Okay. So button underscore one, I'll be making up a button which will help me to search the respective word which you actually want to search about. Okay, so button underscore one, here we are having, and here I'm going to set up a button like this. Okay, into the bracket I'm going to set up the root. Okay, Rekha, very good to have you back here. So I'm going to set up the root comma. What text do I want to put up onto that button? So text I want up in such a way that search the word. Let's say this is the text actually, which I want to just search about, and which I want to actually write upon my button. Okay, Kevin, very good to have you back here. So text is equal to search the word. Okay, that's the thing. Putting up a comma here, what I could do is that I could put up a command. Okay, I could put up a command. Now, what command will I put? Let me just get down here and I'll be writing up the things so that you are actually clearly able to see up the things. 1 second. It will be somewhat command is equal to, and what I'm going to set up here is that I'm going to set up my lambda. Okay, lambda, putting up the colon. Now, for lambda is a type of function which you are actually having. And if you want to learn about the lambda functions in the detail, so below in the description, we have the links mentioned about for all of my complete Python playlist which I had made about. So it is in Hindi. For the Hindi we have different, and for the English as well we have up a different one. So if you just want to learn about the lambda functions in detail, so you could go on to that respective playlist, and there you could refer to my lambda function video. Okay, the links are in the description of this respective live stream. Okay, Mr. Tech Info, good to have you here. So yeah, lambda is being done and made up here. Now further I can just write up here search underscore word. Search underscore word. Okay, now this will be a function actually that we'll be making, but yeah, we'll be making that up in a short while. Okay, so this is completely done. Into the bracket I could write a dot get. It means that getting my function, whatever I am having, getting my respective word, whatever I want to search about. Ma'am, line 19 pursuing to keep positional argument after keyword argument. Line number 19. 1 second. In line number 19, it was showing to keep the positional argument after keyword argument. Ritesh, I request you to just check up these respective values which you did have actually put upon. Okay, just have up a look over these values which you have actually written up, and even check out that did you are using up the correct function which is place. Okay, just check that out and let me know. Fine. So a dot get, that's done here. Let's get down. This respective a dot get function is completely done. After that, I could put up a comma here. Okay, I could actually put up a comma, and now what I could do here, I could simply coding section. Ma'am, the functions are just another way of declaring what will happen if we click the button. It is just a complicated word given. Coding section, I would say that lambda functions are a sort of functions which are easy to deal actually. If you are writing up a program and into that you have up a conditions to be put upon. So in the lambda functions, in the lambda functions, what do you do? It makes your program written up in a short space. Let's say you're writing up any program, and that respective program is somewhat 5 to 6 lines, and you have to put up different conditions. So lambda function allows you to put up all of those conditions in one single line to make your program in a shorter way, to make your program look in a shorter way. That's what is called a lambda function. Okay, coding Siksha, could you just let me know that am I pretty much clear with this particular thing to you, that what is meant out by that? Okay, so a dot get, that's done. Okay, thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much. Fine, a dot get is completely done, that function which we were talking about. Now I can set up some background colors. So its background is equal to, we can just put up some background colors as well. So that's, let's say, red. Okay, I have to but put that inside this like right like this. Okay, then background is done. Let's say I have the FG color. So FG, I can as well put it about FG color. Let's say that's white. Okay, comma, what about my font? So let's say into my font I have the Arial, comma, and I could set up the size, let's say 40, and in comma here I could put up the bold. Okay, coding Siksha, thank you sir. Great to hear that out. Pretty fine, right? So these were the different commands which I did have used about here. So background I did give up red, foreground I did give up white, font I did set up here accordingly. So now what is actually to be done up here? Now I have to give up the things like I have to give up the like functions. I have to place that onto a respective place. Just give me 1 second, guys. Great, fine. Actually the live stream ended up in between, so because of that only it's a little bit thing, but yeah, no worries, we can just continue about here. Now we have button underscore 1 as a variable. Okay, that's so which we are ma'am comma after Arial. Oh yeah, thank you so much Ritesh, thank you so much, otherwise at last it would have thrown me out an error. Thank you so much Ritesh. So yeah, button underscore 1 dot, here I am having up the place function. Okay, here I'm having the place function. Into the bracket I could give up my respective values. RELX is equal to 0.25. Okay, then we are having RELY value. See, RELX and RELY, these all values you can put up according to your choice. Okay, simply these things now come up simply by practice and practice. As soon as and as more as you do up the things, you get up the ideas at what are the things to be done and how are the things to be placed upon actually. Okay, so yeah, RELX done, RELXY we are having here, that will be equal to point, and now here I could put up a value, let's say 0.85. Okay, so RELY is done. Then we are having the width, RELY width. So that's real width, real X, real Y. These values are only there. Okay. So if you do not put up any values when you're having the float value. So for float values, you put up REL in the starting of everything. That's the real value. Okay. But if you do not have the float, so simply you could write X, Y and everything like that. Ma'am, can you suggest some open source PDF creation libraries for Python? As we know in JavaScript we have PDF, .js, PDF, Flip.js, PDF. Suggest some open source PDF creation libraries. Coding Siksha, you are talking about Python, in Python, right? In Python you want to know about some libraries which can actually generate up the PDF for you, right? This is what is your query. If you just confirm me out, then I could let you know the things in that case. Okay. So yeah, this real width is done, comma, I could put up a real height. Okay, a real height. So my real height would be, let's say 0.052. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, pretty done. Fine, my button is as well made about my button which I just wanted to make, that is as well done. Now I am left out with one thing, and that respective one thing is for writing up the meaning of a word. Okay, coding Siksha, yes. Coding Siksha, I would recommend you that into the description of my this respective live stream, I did have put up a playlist link into which the playlist is about Python programs, and that's so in the English. Okay, Python projects in English. The link for the playlist is in the mentioned in the description box. Go onto that playlist, you will find up a project in which you will be converting that text to PDF format. Go and check out that respective video. Your answer is into that particular video. Okay, go ahead and check that out. After the live stream, you could refer up that respective video. In the description, there is a link for a playlist which is Python projects in English. Okay, then you can refer that out. So yeah, this button is being done. Now what I could do, I could simply have to write a one thing, meaning underscore word, my variable. Okay, meaning underscore word. And that's so I could just write up here text. Okay, into the bracket, I have to put up the root, my variable, into which my tick enter window is done. I get my error and I forgot to add equal to sign. Okay, Ritesh, great. Fine. So root, comma, I would set up as a background color again. So background is equal to, I could set up the background color as white. Okay, comma. What about my font? So yeah, again I could put up my font. Let's say it's the Arial, comma. Size is let's say 25 and let's say it's bold. Okay, so Arial, comma 25, comma bold. Right? Now what I could do is that I could now simply give up this place. So it's meaning underscore bold dot place. I could place it at a respective position. Ritesh, okay, fine. Sashi, your live video was disconnected 15 minutes before. Yeah, Sashi, my live video got disconnected because I told you in the very starting that today I was having some internet issues. Because of that Wi-Fi, it got disconnected and my video got disconnected. Yes. Okay, but good to have you back here in the live stream. Good to have you back. Yeah, it is my, I'll be scrolling it up right here. This is the complete program that we had written up till now. We did search up the word and all those things we did wrote up. So this respective video will be present up into my respective channel only. And what I would do, I would sum up both of the videos from wherever that was ended and from wherever I have started. I would sum up both of the videos and set up one video onto my channel, which is for this complete live stream. Okay, so afterwards as well, if you want, you could refer that out. You could use that out respectively. Okay, pretty fine. Sashi, let me move forward right here, right away. Whatever I am writing, continue it. Leave some 4 to 5 lines and continue it from here. Further afterwards, I could stop out and scroll it up for you, and then you could ask me whatever the questions you are having. Okay. Right now, let's finish up this project, and further you could ask me about whatever the queries, whatever the questions you are having. For sure, you could ask me about. Great. So meaning underscore word dot place. Okay. I will be having RELX values. So RELX value is, let's say, that values. Now I'll be setting it out here according to my choice. Okay. So it's 0.200, comma, I will be having RELY. Now I told you, okay, Sashi, thank you so much for understanding. Thank you so much. I told you people that why I am using this RELX, because I am giving up the float values. If I won't have given up the float values, then in that respective case, I won't have used this REL in the starting. Okay, I did simply have written up x, y, and height and the weight, the things like that. Okay, guys, I guess whatever I am delivering, I am clear with the things to you people. Right, could you just please confirm me up in the chat box regarding this? That are you people clear with the things, whatever I am delivering you up here? So yeah. Okay guys, great. Now my RELY value is done up here. Now what do I have to do? I have to now simply put up the different more respective values. RELY value will be 0.05. Okay, 0.05 in this manner. Okay. Now next what do I have to do? I'll be having the REL width. So REL width is actually 0.63. Okay, REL width is actually 0.63. Further putting up a comma, I could use up the height. HEIGHT, REL height. Okay. Now into this height, what I could do, I could give up the values 0.16. Okay, REL height is equal to 0.16. Right, so yeah, these are my values which are done up, and what I could do is that at last I could write it up here in a way that I could simply write up here at the last root dot main loop. So my first part of the program is actually completed. Okay, my first part of the program is actually completed. Now I am left with only one part of my program, and that so is into which I have to simply give up the idea regarding the dictionary app. The main program of this particular is now left out. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go above, and from here I'll be getting up the things, and from here I'll be starting it about. Okay, and I would again repeat that if you have any questions which you want to ask me, you could put them down into the chat box, and you could ask out any of the questions relatedly to this respective whatever I am delivering it out here. Okay, and guys, even if you could just give me some confirmation that I'm clear with the thing, so I'll be more I'll be getting up the idea that yes, whatever I'm delivering, you are pretty much clear with those particular things. Okay, great. Let me move forward here. So I could now make up a function that is search underscore word. Okay, search underscore word, and into the bracket as well you could put up a word accordingly, right? Into the bracket as well you could put up a word that is acting as an argument for me. Okay, let me get down here. Now what's needed up actually, the need is that I will be having up the things like I will be putting up some several conditions here, and with the help of those several conditions we will be having the idea. Okay, so I'll be writing up that if word, okay, if word in data underscore load. Okay, I have to make up this data underscore load. Let me make that. So data underscore load is equal to, I'll be loading up my JSON file. Okay, thank you so much Ritesh for the confirmation. Thank you so much for the confirmation. So data underscore load, now I'm adding up the JSON file here, JSON dot, and I'll be using up the load function. What I want to load up my JSON file which you people have downloaded from internet, as I told you all, right? So open, and into the bracket I'll be writing up data.json because I am having up a similar file with me. So that data.json file, I'm having that with me, and the name is data.json. Okay, so I'm simply opening that out. So for if word in data underscore load, put up the colon, get down. Okay, now I'll be using up here the meaning underscore word dot. I'll be having up the delete function. I'll putting up 1.0 comma, it's the end. Okay, now see guys, what happens that whenever I am writing up a thing, okay, whenever I'm writing up any respective word, so whatever the previous word I have written, it's not that case that you wrote one word, then you have to close the program. Again, you have to run that out. Again, you put up the things. Again, you close that out. It's not that respective case. Okay. What actually you do here? That simply you actually simply have to put up these things. Like once you put up the word, then you simply use your backspace to remove that word, then again you put up that word, then again you remove that word, then again you put up that word. Okay, this is how it actually works out. So into that respective case, this delete is a function which allows you to do so. Not every time you do not need to do the things. Every time you do not need to like close your app, then again reopen for searching up a new word, then again close your app, then again open a new like open the app for searching up the things. It's not that respective case. Okay, Ravi, what's your opinion on PWA? Ravi, what's that short form actually? PWA, could you just elaborate out a little bit? Please elaborate that out so that I could help you out in that case. So yeah, 1.0 comma end. Okay, this is done. Further, I could give up some configuration that what color the meaning will be. So meaning underscore word dot, you have here config. Okay, and here you have FG is equal to red. Like you have to put up the font color into the red color. Okay, font color will be the red. Getting down here, Then next goes meaning underscore word dot insert. So you'll be inserting up the things here. Okay, first of all I'll be writing up here end. Then what with which actually you will be using up the things. So into that you have this about the word. Okay, data underscore load, and into that bracket you have the word. Okay, so this is the respective idea. Now you'll be getting up the word from that data.json, like whatever the words are there onto that data.json file. With the help of those respective words, you will be able to write up here, you'll be able to load up the data for that respective word. Okay, you'll be able to get the meaning of that respective word. Okay, Rahul, progressive web app. Okay, Rahul, let me let me discuss this at the very last of this particular live stream. Okay, let me discuss about. Fine, this thing is done. Further I am having up the elif condition. Now I'll be checking regarding the length. Okay, I'll be checking regarding the length of the respective word which we are having out. Okay, we'll be checking about that. So elif length. Now it is get underscore close. Okay, close underscore matches. See guys, what happens that sometimes it could happen that you must have written up some some wrong spelling of any respective word. It could happen out, right? Now, so in that case, if you have written up the wrong spelling of any respective word, so into that case, you could use this get close matches function. Let's say my programming was PROGRAMMING. Now you simply have written PROGRAMING. You forgot to put up double M. Now, whatever the close matches are there from this respective word, it will find up those respective matches and then let me know that, okay, were you supposed to find up this particular word? If yes, then you will be getting the information regarding that respective thing. Okay, yeah. Hi, Rohit. Good to have you here into this respective live stream. Good to have you here. So get close matches. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much done. Into the bracket, I could put up here the word. That's the word which you're searching about. Then I could write data underscore load. I'll be using up here the key. What's that key about? Now, remember guys, I told you in the very starting of this respective project that JSON file is always stored into the key and value format. The keys are those words for which you want to find the meaning. Okay, and what are the value? Value is the meaning of that respective word. Key and the value, two terms. Key is your word which you want to search the meaning for, and value is the meaning of that respective word. Okay, hope I'm pretty much clear with this particular thing to you all. Okay, so data underscore load dot key. That's done, and I'm setting up a condition here if that is greater than 0. Okay, if it is greater than 0, then in that case what has to be performed? So let me just get back here and let me get back here. Right, then into that case I'll be using meaning underscore word dot config. I'll be setting up the color. I'll be setting up the color for that respective font which is gonna appear up as a meaning of a particular word for me. Okay, so FG is my font color, that is my foreground color, and that, so I guess, is red, right? Again, I'll be using up the same thing, meaning underscore word dot delete. I'll be using up the same thing because for every time I do not want to close my app, then again open, then search a thing, then again close out, then again open, then again search a new thing. Everything I do not want up the things in such a way, right? So into that particular case, what do I want is that simply at one time my whatever term I wrote, that has to be searched upon. Then remove up that respective term, and then again I want to write up the new term. I don't want to close my app again and again. Into that case, I am using up this delete function. 1.0, comma, here you have the end function. Okay, Kevin. Okay, great. Right? So this is done. Now again I'll be writing up the meaning of the word. So meaning underscore word dot. Now I'll be using up the insert function. As we used it above, in the same manner, I'll be using up my insert function here. First of all, I'll be writing it here as end. And remember, I told you that many a times it happens that you did wrote up a wrong spelling of any respective word. Many a times it happens, right? So now you are making up an app in such a way that you can use about, right? So at sometimes if the spelling is wrong, it could find the close matches for that respective word and it can actually search about the things. Okay, so into that case I'm simply using end comma. Now I am writing up a statement, that is I want to make it as a sort of user friendly app. Okay, so I'm writing up were you finding and I would write the meaning. Okay, one second, let me get back above only. Were you finding this and meaning is this. Now were you finding, in the bracket the exact spelling of the word will come with its spelling and the meaning of that respective word is this. Okay, I'll be putting up a dot here. Getting down, I'll be using up the format function. One second, right here, and where's my bracket gone? One second. Okay, I don't know. Fine, let that be format. And into the bracket, I'll be using up get underscore clause underscore matches. My this respective word, my respective function that we have actually used. Now into the bracket, you have to put up your word which we are having out. Okay, you have your word. Then you have data underscore load dot keys, right? Because keys are the terms which you will be actually searching about. Right, so that's done. After that, into this I'll be putting up the 0. 0 means the 0th index actually. Okay, the 0th index actually, we are talking about that respective here. Okay, putting up a comma, then getting down. I am having again data underscore load function, the variable which we did made. Into the bracket, I'll be simply again writing get the close matches. And now again I'll be setting it about my word, comma, about my data underscore load dot. I'll be writing up here the keys. Okay, putting up the bracket like this and closing well this respective bracket and then coming up like a 0 here. Pretty much done. Ma'am, you explained really well. I have been learning from your channel since long. You deserve a lot more audience. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much. And in that case, everyone, go ahead, subscribe out my channel, and if you haven't shared up till now with your friends about this respective channel, then what are you waiting for? Go ahead, subscribe by this channel and share this channel with your friends as well, so that they can as well learn some good Python stuff, some good data science stuffs, and get the things from this channel. Okay, great. So word comma data underscore load dot keys. Okay, this is my keys which we are having up here. And into the bracket we did put up out. Now simply whatever I did wrote up here, that's only and only about getting up the idea. That's only and only about actually getting up the idea. Let's say I wrote up the any spelling wrong of any respective word. So into that respective case, it will actually find out that okay, this was the correct spelling and this was the word which you were actually searching about. And then it will be displaying you up the things. Okay, that's the idea. I'll be getting down, and now I am on to the very last line of to my program. That I'll be making up a variable that's final, and it will be having again that, one second, that get underscore close underscore matches. Here you are having up the word, comma, it will be data underscore load dot keys. And here my program gets completed out totally. Okay, here we just at last loaded up the keys. So with the help of the loading of the keys, I complete up my program at this particular place. Now please, you all people, let me know in the chat box, are you completed up with the program? Shall we move towards displaying up of the output of this particular program? Are you all ready for that? Okay, then let's get started out. I would be going on to the similar place where my file is stored. What I'll be doing is that I'll be writing up shift. If I'm using up the Sublime, okay, then only you have to use this out. Otherwise, the manner which you run into your IDE, you could simply use that out. Shift the right space, okay, click on open partial window. Before that, I'm going to do Control plus S, that is save out this respective, okay, I have to cancel this out and save out this respective file, okay. Let me get back here and now, okay Rohit, let me write out here Python and my file name which we are having up here, .py, and let me hit out enter. Now let's see that what's gonna get up. Here we are having out our final output for my particular program. In the center it's written up dictionary app. Now listen guys, the dictionary app which is written up here, that's my background which actually I did made up onto some tools. I did made out this background, so that is why it is appearing up in this dictionary app format. Okay, now I have to search up my words. I'll be writing up, let's say it's programming, and I click on search the word. So see what I got above as an output. I got the act of writing a computer program. And yes, that's so true. Programming is an act of writing up a computer program. Now what if I simply write M-I-N-G, and I first simply click on search the word. So see what it gave. It gave me, I wrote up the wrong spelling for the programming here, right? I simply put up one single M only. Were you finding programming? And the meaning is the act of writing a computer program. It means that was I finding up this programming? It means here it displayed me the correct output. Here it displayed me the correct value, correct spelling for programming. And then here I wrote up the wrong spelling. Then in my answer, first of all, it displayed me out the correct spelling of the word. And then it displayed me the final output of the program. So guys, let me know how many of you made out this respective project with me and how was this project. So will you be adding up this project onto your resumes or not? Okay. Great. So guys, if you just want to connect with me, you can connect with me onto my LinkedIn ID, and that's so I have mentioned up onto the description. And I am having up one more channel which is UPSC with SHAMBHAVI. Okay, I'm having up one more channel, and that so is UPSC with SHAMBHAVI. So with the help of that respective channel, if you just want to go ahead into learning about if you're a person who want to further go ahead into some services, some government services, so yeah, for sure you could apply this out. You could use and subscribe to my channel. Here I have put up the link for that respective channel into the chat box. Okay, I did have put up it, and go out, subscribe out that channel, refer it to your friends as well. And with me you can connect onto my LinkedIn ID that is mentioned in the description box of this respective video, or either if it is not mentioned out, so yeah, I would do that out very quickly because we started up a new live stream. So because of that, I guess it won't be too much mentioned it up here. So yeah, you could find me out as Shambhavi Gupta on LinkedIn, and there you could connect with me. And hope you enjoyed this respective project. Hope you made up this project with me. And if you did made out this project, do make it out, and you could for sure put up this project onto LinkedIn, and you could tag me as well there onto LinkedIn. I'll be really happy to see your post and comment something onto that respective post. So hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Again, I'll be coming up into next live stream on next Sunday. And next Sunday, do connect out with me because I am having up a gift for you, and that gift will be one of my Udemy courses I'll be providing you at complete free of cost. So for availing that offer, for availing that gift, do connect with me in the next live stream on next Sunday, that's 6th of February at 5 p.m. same time. See you there. Till then, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for joining each and every one of you. And take care. Till then, thank you and bye-bye. Sure, Sashi, sure. We'll see you in the next week.